Hello, wherever, whenever, and whoever you are, and welcome back to the Echo Vale, the fantastic Daggerheart campaign frame that is Motherboard, stretched out behind me there. I hope everyone is having themselves a lovely week and ready for the weekend. We are looking forward to getting things started with some Daggerheart and our continued mission to mitigate the damage done by rampaging rogue remnants. But let's talk about that in a moment. How are you doing, players? We all good?
Yeah.
Yay.
Quite well,
I've
thank
had
you.
a coffee.
I've not yet touched my coffee, actually.
And it shows. Now, you're like old man.
I'm a bear. I'm a literal bear. Rawr.
So, last time, you, having witnessed the initiation of the virus spreading between the robotic creatures of the Echo Vale and the remnants as they are known, were trying to, as I said, deal with that and do what you could via other means. The pieces are slowly kind of knitting themselves together here as Cordelia and her connections to the mycelial heresy. And her fungal network, who are trying to create an alternative to Motherboard's network via the mycelial network instead, a biohacked, mix of organic and digital. And the patron of our Earthkin Warlock there, Topaz, having revisited the sites of where they first discovered the powers beyond those of Motherboard, the central operating system, revered as a god as it is throughout this Echo Vale, they chose to make a connection with something known as Atlas, which we now know stands for the Autonomous Threat Location and Shielding Network. Revisiting the local hub for Atlas in their hometown of Geode beneath the mountains, they discovered that followers of Motherboard, such known as Pilgrims of the Spire, the Church of the Spire, were attempting to destroy Cordelia's friends in the mycelial network, heretical as they think it is, but they were saved, and travelling down into the bowels beneath the mountains in the town of Geode, they went to Atlas's server and found that it had been breached by remnants. After Cordelia's connections had been there, as that is who they were following. Vera, do you remember the Vera Cade? Thank you. Yes, Vera Cade, who knows a good deal about the mycelial network and the project they're ongoing there. They battled against the remnants that were trying to scrap the hub there and able to interface with it thanks to Cybjorn's deciphering of the ancient code writings on the machines. They were able to log in to that local hub in the way that Cordelia's friend Vera had, and discover the location of the main hub, the central hub for Atlas. They discovered it was located in a habitat known as Germanium Valley, which I can show you over here on the map. Here, over towards the large body of water in the center of Echo Vale, across from the shore that is the home to Motherboard itself, Germanium Valley, a decrepit and overgrown city, as they all are these days. The bones and artifacts left by the fallen ones, the ancient civilization that mysteriously was wiped off the earth before these remnants of... well, that's the wrong word because that's the machine. Sorry, these descendants of descendants of descendants starting to make sense of what everything does and how it's used once more. They left Geode up here in the mountains, in that transportation tunnel we can see there, and heading down to the subterranean port that is part of Geode, they took passage on a barge heading down this river towards the main body of water there, where Bixby's village swims idly through the waters there. But our adventurers are on the barge here, heading east towards the outskirts of Germanium Valley and onwards into the ruins in search of Atlas's main server. And we shall join them there on their little boat journey as we jump into today's Motherboard. And welcome back. Now, as you go down the river on this barge, this large metallic piece with the slightly humming machinery, what's known as a mechanical in the Echo Vale, not a remnant, so not trying to kill you, you are making around... Oh, hang on, let me get rid of this idiot.
Play with you.
Da-da-da. Bye. Okay. So, as as we were saying before this rudely interrupted. Yes, the barge makes its way down. You can see the forest to the north and south of the river starts to thin, and you see the kind of blackened remains of, like, you know, when forest is damaged by acid rain. And you know, I think Bixby, definitely, you know, with your village kind of being active around these parts, you know that the activities of Germanium Valley before the civilization fell meant that there was quite a lot of kind of desertification and, you know, wreck of the trees and the wildlife around here, immediately surrounding the river on the northern edge of Germanium Valley there. And you start to make your way through this kind of sandy, stony landscape instead of the forests, kind of almost jungle-like things you've been familiar with as you come. You know that this north end of Germanium Valley was where all the kind of manufacture and, like, the industrial side of things were, whereas the main city itself, where all the offices and internet hubs and things were, is a bit more overgrown still. The forest and nature has slowly started to reclaim it, but it is a bit of a scar here. Now, as you see it at the moment, you are aiming to deal with Remnant's Fury, this virus that is turning the machines crazed and against you all, by a combination of the mycelial network and the abilities of Atlas that you witnessed in the initial escape from Cordelia and Sibion's home, where Atlas's abilities through Topaz cured, for want of a better word, the remnants that you were fighting against, and they returned to normal. How is everybody processing what's happened so far, and how, what you've seen so far as we're going down the river here on this mechanical barge?
Cordelia's feeling very validated, I guess. I think also just extremely interested in Atlas and really wanted to talk to Topaz about it, but not quite sure how to do it in a way that's polite. Does Topaz seem open to discussing Atlas very much with everybody else on the barge?
With everybody else on the barge?
Or is it, so you sort of find a quiet corner?
There
have
are,
like a list of
there aren't strangers on there. This is a goods barge and stuff here, making its way
Is it
down.
just us, or is there also like a barge driver?
There is a captain. Yeah.
Okay. Because neither of us probably really wants to have our personal beliefs be overheard.
Yeah.
In that public setting.
Fair.
But it has huge implications if you can figure out how to stop the virus. So, especially if you can get to that central hub, I think Curly would be really interested to sort of think about what kind of things would be possible if we're able to actually tap into that.
Yeah, Topaz seems
not mind if we mess with it.
like excitable and like pacing almost.
Sorry, my Daggerheart NPC generator gave me a seaborn ribbit for the captain, which is pretty much the perfect.
Perfect.
Bjorn is
like,
similarly.
I'm the captain now.
He's got a little bit leg.
Bjorn is similarly questioning his faith, but that's more usual for him than it is for, I guess, everyone else. But yeah, I think I'm in the same boat as Marin. Just like, should we talk about it right now? Should we talk about our possible deity?
And Bigsby is a little different. I think that the longer this journey has gone on, the quieter he's gone. That's not to say that there are moments where, he is nothing but words and enthusiasm. Of course he is. It's Bigsby. That's never going to change. But the quieter moments get quieter. Because he's not really focusing on all this incredible new insight and knowledge that's being gained. Sure, that's fascinating. It's something, he would enjoy if he starts processing it. But his mind is flitting back and forth between concern for his family, which is growing, but he's trying to reassure himself by thinking about all the amazing things he's seeing his friends do against such terrible adversaries. It's truly inspirational. So he's like when he goes quiet, he's kind of like having an internal therapy session almost. Like he's trying to keep his own spirits up so he can keep everyone else's spirits up. But he's pretty worried.
Do we know this is a thing you do, or is this like the first time we've seen you do this?
I would say in this particular place, given that it's just us and the captain, and like it is like quieter in general around us, you'd probably notice it properly for the first time here. Or if you'd noticed it before, you'd notice this, it's developed, so to speak.
Bigsby, buddy, you are quieter than usual. Like,
yeah, everything okay, little guy?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was just. I mean, man, the way you You guys are really cool. Like the way you do things when these remnants come up and you're just like ka-cha, ka-choo, ha bluey. It's like it's really
I mean, the
cool. Like
kablooies
I
came
feel
from
like
you, as I recall.
Yeah, I mean,
but I mean, no, people didn't even see most of that. It's fine. It's fine.
why
That was a
did?
moment for me. But like, it's you guys are the cool ones. I'm just a little guy. Like,
Hey, first of all, man, you don't have to be sorry for being quiet. You could just, take a beat if you need it. We're here for you, and we're okay with this, with the silence and the space and the air. You don't always have to be the up guy. You can be a down guy sometimes, and we accept that. By the way, I hope you know that. Secondly, you were doing a lot of the ka-chow and the haya.
it being a up guy versus a down guy. Is that a comment about my height?
No, for once, this was not a little guy reference.
Oh, okay. I like making little guy references. It's kind of my thing. No, sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I want my family to be okay, and I don't know. And then the more this goes on, and I'm like, but we need to fix this. I need to. And he just starts shaking his little limbs. It's like, I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm just
So
a
what?
little worried. It's
We are
so
going
awesome.
I'm a
to
little worried.
we are going to find your family. Don't worry. And we also don't need to think about fixing this, considering this is probably everywhere, bigger than us, way bigger than us.
Oh, I know that. I just want to know that they're okay.
That
We'll
is
look
something we
into
will
it.
find out.
well, like Cordelia, is there any way you can? I don't know. What's your village like? And we can maybe see if there's somebody within network that can find where we need to go, figure it out. We got four brains. We can all put them together. Actually, Cordelia probably has a lot more brains than like all of us combined with the mycelial network. But like,
when
They're
you
not my
ask
brains,
that
but
question,
they are brains.
when you ask that question, what is like your home like? His face immediately lights up, and he jumps up. He's like, "Oh, it's so cool! It has this, and it has this," and he just starts rambling, and like
And 10,000
that just immediately
pellets.
picked him up.
Is there like a noticeable
Aw.
difference between fake happy and real happy?
I wouldn't say it's fake happy. It's just like happy with baggage.
Right. Okay. Gotcha.
Like he's
And
not
for a
used to
second,
being
you
troubled.
put down that baggage.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like the focus being put on, something I can really talk about and be happy about.
Oh, yeah.
What do we do when we have troubles? We suppress it.
Whoa. Wait, hold on.
That's not healthy.
Well, I read it in an ancient manuscript somewhere.
I mean, I also read in an ancient manuscript that, speaking of like up versus like down, it's like what's up dog and down dog and
Wait, down dog. Wasn't that like a yoga thing? I'm sure I read something about. I don't know. I don't think I'm old enough to read those manuscripts.
Either way, the civilization that gave you that advice did collapse.
The
Just
Cyber
putting
Kama
that out.
Sutra.
I mean, that's a very good point, actually, when you take that into consideration. We call them the Ancient Ones because they're all dead. So, yeah, maybe their advice is probably not the best.
You take with a grain of salt. They clearly achieved many good things, but perhaps that bit of advice wasn't one of the best.
Well, I trust you guys, so anything you say I will trust implicitly, because you would never lie to me or lead me down the wrong path, so I am entirely in your hands.
Yep, too worthy of that trust.
well, also even if it's the wrong path, it's a lesson towards the right path. I've made plenty of
yeah.
mistakes, so you
I think
know.
Topaz should
You
write
do-
books for you.
It kind of makes sense though, because like to know what's right, you have to figure out what's wrong first, and then you do the opposite, right? That's how it works.
That's one way to do it, I suppose.
Wisdom is the application of knowledge, and knowledge is gained through mistakes.
Cyborn, you are the
He
most
hits a
insightful,
blunt.
wise person I've ever known. Do you know that?
He hits a USB stick.
Do you want to borrow my vape pen?
Can we stay in this scene longer? Do you want to cut to something?
Are you getting embarrassed, Bjorn?
A little.
It's okay if you want to talk about it. We're all here for you.
We shouldn't suppress our emotions.
Okay, well, I'm questioning my faith more than usual. You know, and also, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Like, I was gonna go to this whole pilgrimage thing, and now I'm like, is there a point to it anymore? But those are really open-ended questions that I don't really need answers to right now.
You're kind of on a pilgrimage now. It's
Yeah,
just
theoretically, we're just
True, very true.
It's like a
Sorry,
course
Topaz.
correction.
Might just not be the one you expected when you started.
Whoa, dude. This is the real pilgrimage. It was the friends we took care of along the way. Yeah, I'm honestly totally good with prioritizing family over faith first for now. Because
It's like a big step for you.
I don't really need my questions answered right away.
I mean, do you
You want
want
them
my
answered?
honest? Do you want my honest opinion on that?
I mean,
Cyborn?
always.
Always.
So, your faith is something that you gained through experience in your life as you grew up and you learned about all of it, right? That's something you gained. But your family is the reason why you're here. I'm not going to go into the specifics of how babies are born, but without your family, you wouldn't be here. So putting your family above your faith, that's just the natural order of things as far as I can tell. So,
Bjorn opens up his giant wingspan and brings all three of you in for a hug and says, "You guys are my family, dudes."
Aww. Giant.
this
winged
is
bear
wholesome, but
hug.
also I can't breathe. Ah, you're so strong and tough, Bjorn.
Yeah, let me make an attack roll for that, actually.
TPK. TPK.
Killed by hugs.
No, Wednesday was enough.
Yeah.
Conal hug attack.
Don't reference outside bits.
I'll
It's
look
just some
over to the captain
cross-promotion.
and be like, "Hey, do you want to join in on this hug, Captain?"
Not if you don't want to hit the bank as they go down the river.
Oh,
Okay,
that's a
we'll
very
each
fair
hug you
point,
separately on
actually.
our way out.
We'll thank it for later.
Strange, his voice reminds me of someone. I just can't put my finger on it.
So. Cheers, Phantom. With Bjorn mentioning his faith and things there, are you going to broach the subject of Atlas? Or?
Oh yeah, that really it is a great real casual segue. Anyway, speaking of faith in the gods and stuff, what do we think Atlas is? Leaves the floor open.
I look at Topaz, I think.
We all like kind of like
Mm.
turn our heads a little bit towards Topaz. Like,
An enigma.
Wrapped in a...
Nice try.
Good roll up.
Oh man, I used to love fruit roll-ups when I was little. What the heck? I haven't done it in years. We can still make them. Sorry, anyway. Fruit roll-ups are great.
We had a Canadian moment just now, like, whoa.
The best. But yeah, Topaz, did you? I guess you couldn't have known before that it was capable of whatever control it has over the remnants.
Yeah, that was a big surprise. Very helpful though.
Very helpful. What is it? How much do you know about what it actually is that you're attached to? That's not meant to be a rude question.
Well,
I'm just definitely curious.
less than you'd think and less than you'd hope. Because I was digging and I, came across this terminal and connected to it and kind of got overloaded with a lot of information and blacked out.
That sounds fairly intense.
Yeah.
And then you woke up and
had some cool new powers, but also some kind of whispers in my head, so...
whispers to you from Atlas.
I assume so?
And again, if you remember a few sessions ago when we were talking about Bjorn's recording of the message he heard, it was, again, every voice of Atlas you've heard is that weird 3-voice kind of overlap.
It sounds like the voice that reached out to Bjorn.
That it's speaking to you. Is it speaking to you directly, or just sort of these directionless whispers?
I feel like it's probably speaking to anybody who will listen.
And you just happen to be tapped into it. So you get all those messages.
Is that where the name comes from? Is it one of those things where, like, each letter is part of a word? Because then it's... I figured it out. Yeah, it's always there, listening and supporting. So you guys are my Atlas.
So close. The last one's spying.
Or no, it could just be something like...
Well, we don't whisper into your head, we whisper into your ear.
Yeah.
If you're whispering into your head, please ask us some important questions.
Yeah, like, I think... How did I receive it again? It wasn't a radio signal. It was like that thing that we like connect to the lines to.
Yeah, when you jacked into a data well. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. That's like our equivalent of long resting, right?
Yeah, you have to access a data well to recharge your equipment and things. Yeah.
Okay.
And you pick up messages and you collect messages and things from other people. Because there's no Wi-Fi or anything or any like cellular service.
Right.
It's all you have to hardwire through the network wires that are spread above, like you can see.
Okay.
Umbrella.
Yeah. Okay. If you ever start hearing voices when you're not connected to a data well, then we have a problem. But
or else
before
you're
that,
me.
I think.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
Topaz.
Oh, true.
Has Topaz ever heard any communication from their Iconis? Because the Iconis was from Atlas.
Probably, yeah. Because like it's wired to the same, essentially, server.
Do we think? Sorry, like, I don't know if this is a out of character. Not sure if this matters, but do we think it's an open broadcast? Like, are both Motherboard and Atlas just like openly sending out their packets for anyone to pick up?
That sounds kind of like what Topaz is describing.
Mm-hmm,
It just
okay.
happens to be that there's very few people who actually can get the signal.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like
Oh,
that it's probably a weaker signal as well.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like on an antiquated, like, channel.
okay. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'm surprised that we could pick it up at all.
I wonder, like, if any of your anybody else in your order has been able to pick up that signal.
Well,
Hmm.
two
That's my
things. If
next
they
thought,
have,
yeah.
they've kept it quiet. But second thing, they kind of could like. I was kind of the impression that that might have been like the or a voice of Motherboard, so they might also be under that impression. Um, but God, it's like trying to reference magic without calling it magic. But we mainly connect to the data wells to recharge ourselves, right? And like these data pack. Oh, God, do we call them data packets in character? Like
No, because remember,
going around like
it's technology, but
Mexican.
that you don't have knowledge of.
Right. Okay. God,
So you wouldn't
Like-
you wouldn't know terminology like that.
that's true. Okay, we are refreshed by this thing. So whether we are being refreshed by Motherboard or Atlas, maybe a lot more of us are being refreshed by Atlas than we think.
Topaz,
Now-
is there anybody else like you? Sorry.
I was gonna say this is a chance for us to do some world building, as Daggerheart is deliciously focused on.
Yum, 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 yum.
The campaign frame is mentions in the official write up of it that there's this pantheon of gods. There are other algorithms or programs that exist in the network that other people in Echo Vale worship. Okay, that it mentioned Motherboard is the main religion, but there are other entities that are worshipped in the Echo Vale. How friendly is that? Are these other deities? Is it a pantheon with like Motherboard as like a Zeus figure, or are these other entities in the network also seen as heresy?
My first thought was like how the Romans and the Mongolians ruled. Is like they said you could worship whatever gods you wanted as long as you used Roman or Mongolian names for them, right? And that was my first thought, but I don't know if the worshippers of Motherboard are open to a polytheistic pantheon.
I guess my thought is how the technology works. I mean, if Motherboard, the motherboard itself is the source of a lot of the technology that's actually functional still, right?
It's the only
so
reason the
guess
remnants and everything still function.
gods are also technologically capable in that way. Yeah, in that case, it makes more sense for that to sort of be the main god of the pantheon, I guess. Although it's more fun if there's sort of separate offshoots. But if they don't actually have the same level of power that Motherboard does, then why people kind of pick them, I guess, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I was thinking something
So I
like
guess
that
if they
too,
were-
because like, there are often situations where like there has been more than one deity worshipped in like one region, and then like whoever culture's stronger wins eventually, and they demonize the other deity. So I wonder if it's just like
Mhm.
a long time ago, some motherboard supporters, like zealots, like won a culture war, and they established motherboard as like the one true faith. But like we all knew there were other gods around,
I think
or like the concept.
in this situation, it's demonstrably the most powerful entity. Like, Motherboard
Mhm.
is the be all and end all of the network and
Yeah.
everything that moves and works still, and all of those those
Right.
cores. What are they called? What were the cores? The data cores, right? That you were
Relics?
collecting. No,
Oh,
the
yeah,
data
data
cores you were
cores, yeah.
collecting from the remnants that were destroyed. Um,
Hmm.
and that is the reason that the data wells are so important. Motherboard is necessary.
What if
yeah?
what if they're all like iOS updates? Because every time there's like a system, an OS update for Apple or Android, like they give it a new name. So like these
And maybe
other
like
ones
the
are
other
like
voices as well,
old
maybe.
versions,
There's like a lady
which
voice,
is
Oh, I
why
there's
see.
the
a man with the
motherboard is the
Australian
most
accent
powerful.
voice.
Snapdragon
But maybe
and
people don't know. They're different.
So yeah,
That's
previous
a fun idea.
previous versions. Yeah,
Motherboard is the
archived.
most up to date.
Yeah, archived versions of Motherboard themselves, and then other subroutines and things like Atlas. So there's a okay, and the Pilgrims of the Spire and the Church of the Spire look down on or actively try and stomp out these other ones.
yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, that is how our version of Motherboard will proceed.
Does that world building that we just did, does that leave room for skeptics like Bjorn to exist, or is Bjorn like a secret heretic?
I don't think I don't think there's a compulsory following of religion.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and it's not that like everyone has to worship Motherboard, but you're not allowed to worship different gods.
Oh, interesting.
Right? That's what we said, right? We said that the Church of the Spire is trying to stomp out the other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering if we wanted to like lessen the wording on stomp out, like maybe a long time ago they were like more actively stomping it out, or do we still want that to be the case?
That's your choice.
I'm leaning towards that still being the case, because that lets us do things like call this faith like heresy, and like it lets us vilify others and be vilified. Not that that's a good thing in real life, but like it's great for a story.
Yeah, you want the conflict for a story. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, cool.
And it leaves space for a future Motherboard campaign to be more religion focused,
Awesome.
sorry, than what we're doing. We have. Yeah, this is a good way to introduce Atlas as an example of other things that exist. But a future campaign could be more based on that. Because as you saw in Geode, we have all those nice stat blocks for followers of Motherboard. And there's some other cool ones that I saw as well. Okay. So, for your part, it is going to be, kind of like looking into what Atlas is and what they're capable of and how that can help in the immediate danger that is present. And, if necessary, could be used as something to help Bigsby's family.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
That's
some good world building.
You have this conversation and are spending time on the barge, passing through the dry and stony landscape around you. These giant trees, dry husks of what they had once been, but still evident. And you start to see man-made structures, or the remains of walls, the corners of walls and things, buttresses coming out from the cliffside into the river proper, and the narrowing of the river as it comes towards the outskirts of Germanium Valley and the industrial complex that was on the northern side of that city. The captain, the ribbit captain, Rivena, as their name is, suddenly cries out at one point, "Everyone, look out!" And they're pointing, they're gesturing with their webbed hand up at the cliffs and things, as you're about to pass where a gigantic tree has fallen across the river. It's up on the cliffs above, so it forms like a bridge, like a natural bridge that the barge was going to pass under, and it has been there, for a very long time from the looks of things. But as you get close to it and you're kind of following the captain's gaze, you see a shuddering and a movement of rock and like sand and pebbles cascading off the bodies of several very large remnants. It's like, whatever it was that you've mentioned infecting the other remnants, it seems to have gotten into the city's defenses.
Oh boy.
And you see several city guardian turrets, large cannon-like remnants on a cluster of legs shudder up out of the sand and rocks around the sides of the river, and there is a kind of digital flared screech as perched on top of that gigantic tree you see the glistening metallic feathers of a gigantic remnant eagle-like machine as well. And let us head over to the Albert Radio once more and switch up this scene. Boop. Here we are. Is that loaded in for you guys?
Oh, that is a big eagle.
It is.
Yep. So,
yes, these remnants move into position above and around you, and you just hear the whir up, and I'm going to spend a fear as the eagle spreads its wings, as like you can see on Alba Rodeo there, and as it does so, parts of the underpart of the wing just separate and off, and there's this and this swarm of drones is released by the eagle. I'll have to drop them in.
Oh, there's more bad guys.
Hello.
Ah.
And the spotlight is with you. What would you like to do?
Okay. Oh, I had an idea for something, but those drones things might change it somewhat.
What was your idea?
Okay. Hit something with something very big, but there's a lot
That's
of
always
options
a really
now.
good idea.
I'm gonna save it. So I'll let one of you guys go first.
Well, I think I'm too far away to do anything right now.
I guess Bjorn gets air Bjorn. by which I mean he pops out his wings.
Popping sound?
Not my best work. Not my best work, but I activate my wings of light. Do any of you want to also become airborne? Because I can carry you by marking one stress. in case that alters your plans for how you want to deal with things later.
Against my better judgment, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because that's just cool.
Yeah. I get into superhero pose. I unfurl my cloak, which becomes my wings, and then I say, "Somebody hop on."
I get to live out my Top Gun fantasy.
It's
So that's
like
a stress to do
seatbelts
that, right?
pop out of my
Bjorn?
back. Yes, I have to mark a stress to do that.
Okay.
Okay. No one do anything else stressful, because I'm been pretty close to being stressed out. And then we take off. This game doesn't have like distances for air travel, but I guess we're just above where we were a second ago.
It's all the same. So it's 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, unless
Did you
want to?
Well, Patch, now that we're up, did you want to go back to doing a thing? Because
Yeah, once
I haven't Okay, cool.
once you get us airborne, I just want to measure the distance. 1 second. Okay. I can just do this. As we go rocketing up into the air, Bigsby activates his Iconus, and you can see that as he does, he actually flicks a switch on the side, and the Iconus suddenly expands. It gets a longer barrel and starts to glow. And he goes, "I've never tried this before. Let's see if it works." And there's just a small poof, as a small bead of light travels across into the space in between the Eagle and the drones to get them both in, because they are within very close range of each other, according to the map. This is the Daggerheart equivalent of Fireball. So,
Hey.
so I need to make a spellcast roll. Very far range, so I can hit anyone, anywhere, anytime.
You're just like Tim the Enchanter, just plenty of mountains.
Let's have a look.
Patch needs to scratch his caster fix in a different campaign because they can't do it on Wednesdays.
Okay, that's an 18 with hope.
18
Hell yeah.
with hope does hit both of them.
Okay.
Oh, hang on.
So,
Sorry, hang on 2 seconds. It's excuse me. Actually, yeah, because they haven't. It hasn't. The Eagle hasn't taken flight yet. Because sorry, when it's flying, it has +3 to its difficulty.
Whoa.
that's good to know.
The drones have +2, and they are in flight already, but that is still less than what you rolled.
Nice.
Okay. So, both the Eagle and the drones need to make a reaction roll, DC of 13.
Okay.
If they succeed, they take half damage.
Okay.
I'll roll the damage while you do that.
Yep. So I'll do it in chat for transparency. The Eagle gets a 8,
Eee.
and
Ooh.
the drones get a 15.
At 50. So the drones succeed, so they take half of 26.
Oof.
So 13 to the drones, 26 to the Eagle, as it
Very
just...
nice.
That's good for the drones because that went from severe to minor damage-wise. But yeah, it was 26 to the Eagle.
26 to the Eagle.
Okay, that is severe damage.
Yay.
Let's go.
So I'm going to use
Speaking of kablooies,
its uncanny reflexes reaction. I can mark a stress and take half damage, which is
there we
still
go.
major. It's not. It's still two hit points of damage there, and it's stressed as well. Remember, if it gets full stress, then it becomes vulnerable, and you'll get advantage. So it kind of swoops and tries to take flight hurriedly and get out of the way. But this, is it? What is it? Is this like a kind of like a Mandalorian rocket launcher?
No, I'm imagining it's still the Iconus, but the Iconus adapts and shifts and shifts shape and size for whatever Bigsby's using it for. So like the barrel got longer and wider. Like the junk that he's loaded into it is probably some sort of like volatile, unstable metal that he's been keeping in a jar or something.
Yeah.
And like when it makes contact with the metal, it just erupts. And then Bigsby ducks down like into Beyond's back and goes, "I'm really sorry. I think we have their attention now. Just a heads up."
I think that was the point, man. Great job.
Okay. So, Topaz, what are you doing? Cordelia, what you doing?
I am still too far away to do very much. Because my stuff is all melee close range.
Yeah, is the boat still in motion, or like,
Yeah,
is this the distance that we're
basically
going to be after them?
they're flying and on spider legs. So this is basically just this is all happening as this is going down the river as it's happening. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I mean,
I think-
I'm at a good range.
Let's go.
I'm realizing these spider leg guys look like the drones from Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah.
Those ones with like the child voices, creepily enough.
So I haven't seen it since I was a kid.
Whoa.
Yeah, I will fire off a shot from my Iconis.
Okay.
Oh, that's a crit.
Hey!
Double threes.
Nice.
Does the number matter for crits, or?
The target matters. Could you give me a bit more specific before you start rolling dice?
Sorry, the target was going to be, I was going to mark a stress to target both with the split feature of my Iconis.
Yeah, again, sorry, 5 targets, both being...
The two big boys, or
The bird and the swarm, or
Let's go for the bird and the big boy next to the swarm.
Okay, so it kind of like goes out in a V, like towards from the front of the barge.
Yeah.
Okay.
And how does crit work on?
What's the damage? What's the damage calculation?
The damage is 2d8 plus 4.
Okay, so it's the same. It's the same as the as D&D crits. So it's it's 2d8 plus 4 plus 16. So 2d8 plus 20.
Okay. Ooh. 13 plus 20, 33.
Nice. Okay. I am gonna have to burn more stress for uncanny reflexes again.
by all means.
get them.
Still,
Get 'em, guys.
Still major damage again, and parts of the clockwork bird are just like kind of falling off, and like wires like hanging out from underneath it and stuff, as this Iconis blast slams into it there, and. So you said 33?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that is severe against the turret as well.
Nice.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so Cordelia, what you do?
I think since I have difficulty actually hitting anything at this range, I will do something slightly different. I would like to cast a minor illusion to create an additional target for us on the boat. I think I might make maybe a clone of myself at the back end of the barge, and hope that they try and take a pot shot at it instead of at us. So that makes spellcast roll for that. That is a 17. Oh, it's a crit. Not that it really matters, I guess, because it's just a spellcast roll. That doesn't actually cause any damage.
Yeah, it's very,
But
very
on
good
success,
illusion.
it's a very convincing illusion to anyone at close range or further. Yeah, so there is now a second Cordelia in the back, who looks very convincing if you're 30 feet or more away.
Yeah.
This one looks really delicious to eagles.
She looks delicious. You can practically smell the smell of grilled mushroom coming out of her in waves. Um,
Like up here, yeah?
so yeah, I'm hoping that someone else that they'll try and attack her instead of me or anybody else here. Cordelia number 2.
Illusion. Okay. Thank you. Okay. But that you said that was a crit, wasn't it? So, yep. So
It was a crit, but I mean, just yeah,
Yeah, okay.
You crit on making an illusion. It's just so good.
yeah. She looks better than I do.
She looks more delicious to eagles than you do.
I hope so. That's the plan.
I'm going to jump in and spend a fear to interrupt. And the eagle-like remnant is going to use its swift claws action, which marks another stress. As it starts to like spark and like it's like the old cartoons where like steam came out the ears. It's like just busted there, and it's going to use its swift claws action, which will swoop down within far range. So with Topaz having done the worst damage there, it swoops down towards Topaz and does an attack. Okay, that's going to be 17, Topaz.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that hits.
Against your evasion. Okay. So yeah, it comes swooping down from above and just dive bombs you with its claws. That is going to be 28 physical damage.
Oof. Okay.
Oh my god. Hold on. Am I close enough to absorb some of that?
No, you took off, right? You flew.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
That would be severe damage.
Okay.
Um,
Gonna use any
how
armor?
much is? Yes.
Okay, so that goes down to major.
Okay. So I soak up 1 armor and mark 2 HP.
Can you give me a strength reaction roll, please?
Yes. Oof.
Do you have mechanics besides armor for reducing how much damage you take? I'm guessing no.
wait. I might, but I would have had to activate it beforehand.
Oh shit.
I like how the Shape Echo map has got real eagles in there as well. So they're just flitting about the place.
There are normal animals in addition to cyborg animals.
Yeah.
That is probably not good enough. That's gonna be a 5 with hope.
No, it's a reaction roll, so hope and fear doesn't matter.
Okay.
A 5 is indeed not good enough. You are knocked back to within close range, and the remnant just slams into you and knocks you over the edge of the barge into the water.
Ah,
And you're being swept along the river with the river.
Okay.
And I will spend a fear to activate the...
Wait. Sorry. As an earthkin, I have immovable while my feet are touching the ground. This is not ground. Never mind.
Sorry. Yeah.
Just
Well,
Thought I would-
the boat is the ground for us, right? Or do you mean literally it has to be
Yes,
earth?
because
soil?
yeah,
if
because
trees
earth-
not
because
grow
they're
in the
earthquake, yeah.
ground, are they not then of the ground?
Damn it.
yeah, tree not grow in
This
boat,
is-
tree grow in ground.
Yes, this is a metal barge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is
So
metal not also
Metal's
earth?
made of tree.
I'm going to spend another fear to activate the raging river environment's undertow.
Cool.
Uh-oh.
Can you give me an agility reaction roll, please, Topaz?
Okay.
You got this.
I might, maybe. Okay, that's way better. That is 13.
That is not a success, I'm afraid, at level 3.
Oh.
And you are well, actually, sorry, 2 seconds. Let me double check here. 2 seconds.
The silly thing of being like, can I get my feet on the ground of the river? It's like, and then I'm drowning. I'm not swept away,
Yeah,
but
the
I'm
riverbed.
drowning.
Now, how deep is this river?
Taller than Topaz, probably.
3 out of 4 of us are just little guys.
I'm only 5'3".
Oops, all little guys. Okay, so I just had to check something there. You said 13, didn't you, Thomas?
Yep.
Yes. Sorry, I kind of screwed you guys over, unintentionally screwed you guys over there, because I was like, when I was setting up the encounter. The good thing with the adversaries and the environments and things in the encounter build that I have is you can scale them up and down, because there's tier 1, 2, 3, and 4. And in my head, I was just like, okay, they're level 3, so I set all the adversaries in the environment at 3. I was like, no, that's tier 3, not level 3.
Well, that explains why.
Yeah, can you undo that?
Yeah, I just have. Yeah, I've just put them all back. Which means the difficulty rating of the Raging River is 2 less than it was, and a 13 is enough to pass.
Oh, thank
cool.
goodness.
Now you do mark a stress to keep your head above water, but it has got a nasty undertow on it. Okay.
Cool.
And I am going to spend 3 fear, the remaining fear that I have, and you see that all 3 of the city defense turrets get lines of code going up the sides of them, like the streams of binary in the Matrix. That lines of code going up the outside of them just illuminate as they are clearly charging up. You just hear this.
Surely good news they're about to blast big Cordelia, right?
Well, that's the good news. I do have to actually activate them once before I can actually shoot them. So they are all charged up. So back to you, Spotlight. Back to you guys. Bjorn.
Okay.
I
Big
find
Speed.
some cover.
I immediately want to deal with this bird, so we see Bigsby like pop his head up just to see that attack on Topaz, and a look of horror on his face turns into a look of determination. He brings the Iconis up, and the barrel shifts back to its original appearance with the split barrel, but it's a little bit different as he fires, and 2 bits of junk which are tethered by an electrical energy of some sort fly out, one of them hitting the ground just next to the boat. Let me use the pointer, so like about here-ish. Does that show up?
I can't see, sorry now.
No
Oh yeah,
thing,
I
yeah,
got it. Yep, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, about there, with the other one landing, hopefully, if I make the roll, on the eagle, as I'm going to use Mystic Tether. I make a spellcast roll against a target within far range. On a success, they are temporarily restrained and must mark a stress. If you target a flying creature, this spell grounds and temporarily restrains them.
Nice.
So I want to pull this bitch to the ground.
Okay.
Restrain it.
Well, the good news is it is on the ground because it attacks Topaz. So you have the it doesn't have the plus to its difficulty from flying. But
Amazing.
if you tether it to the bank, that will be a problem for it.
Yes, that is what I'm going for. And that is, a 19 with hope.
Okay, take your
Nice.
hope, and that is a success.
Hell yes. So it just it just yanks it to the bank of the river.
Yeah.
And like,
Can I have
you
it?
see static
we say-
electric going round it.
Yeah, can we say that you like swoop round it on Bjorn, shoot the tether into the bank, and then have Bjorn like loop round the eagle? It's like,
Like in Star Wars.
yeah, like
Oh, yes, there's the Star Wars reference of the week.
Every week. Yes, you guys remember that really old movie, Empire Strikes Back?
Okay, so I will move it, within close range, like up there as it gets like pulled off the boat, and it is restrained, which means it's temporarily restrained, which means I would have to use its whole like spotlight. I would have to activate it and spotlight it just to remove that, and that would use up its turn.
And
Nice.
it marks a stress
That's very
as well.
nice.
It marks stress too. Okay.
Yes. That was the main thing I was going for, because I was like, stress is important. Let's get it.
Yeah. Well, you see, the static electricity of the tether is like short-circuiting, it seems, and it is vulnerable now.
Yay.
Have fun, Beyond. This is your moment.
Is it still our spotlight?
Yep. You got hope.
Okay, cool. Since we just dove down to do that and now it is vulnerable, I will I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit a bird while it's down.
Robot.
Yeah. Let's see. Do I want to make this a forceful push? Yeah, why not? That's more damage slightly. Okay, make a melee attack with your primary weapon against the target within melee range. On a success, you deal damage and knock them back to a close range. On a success with hope, you add a d6 to your damage roll. So first I'm gonna roll the attack roll.
Okay.
Do that as normal.
You're attacking the eagle.
Yeah, the one that's vulnerable, right?
Okay, so move yourself up there.
Oh.
Both of you.
Where's my...
You're under Big
Oh,
Speed.
yeah. Yes. I was like, yeah, where's my little guy? Thanks. Okay, that was a 22, but with fear.
Excellent.
So, I mean, do I finish my turn before it moves to your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, the attack lands. It is not with hope, so I don't add an additional d6. So, and I have 3 hope right now, so I can burn 1 to.
Allow me to save you some trouble here. Tell me what happens, my friend. It has a single hit point
sweet.
left.
Okay.
So whatever happens,
A single hit
Yay.
point.
it's not going to be good.
All right. I was gonna keep like spending things to add damage to it, but yeah, okay, cool.
Because you can see how
Bjorn
badly
and-
it's like there are wires hanging out of it. Like one of the wings is almost like cut
Okay.
off, and like it's sparking and shorting with the electricity that's running through it.
Okay. Sweet. As Bigsby is like ties it up, I think he like is doing like a rodeo thing where he's like pulling it to keep it down.
Hog tie.
And yeah, exactly. And I swoop in and just hit it like a baseball bat. Like you set them up and I knock them down, and
Hey,
then
Rob, how you doing, my friend? Welcome in,
Finish her off.
Raiders. A massive
Perfect
raid
timing.
from our friend Robert Hartley. How you doing, guys? Hope you had a
Welcome.
fantastic session. We are enjoying ourselves some of this new Daggerheart stuff. We are in the Motherboard campaign frame, which is their post-apocalyptic, like animalistic robots and turrets and things fighting against these folks here. Yes, everyone,
It's
go
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Go and check out our bud, Rob. I hope you've been well, my friend. No problem. Yeah, you must be all right. Have a good one, mate. Welcome in, Raiders. If you got the chance, do hang out. We play lots of D&D and other TTRPGs here. Sessions every Wednesday and Friday, and soon to be Saturdays as well, if you're in the same part of the world as Rob and I, over this end of things, or Friday night on that sense. Thanks for the follow. Good. Welcome in, Steph. Yes, it's like if you know Horizon Zero Dawn, it's that kind of style. It's one of the main influences for this. And Bjorn just rolled with fear, which means
that's
I
to you.
can activate. Hang on, we've got our new emotes here. With the
I hate how
fear
eager you were
there.
about that. I hate
It's
how
our
jazzed
new-
you were when you said
Why do
activate.
we have fear emotes? No.
I'm going to activate the City Guardian turrets. Well, I'm going to activate one of them because they have all charged up now, and I can use their Concentrate Fire ability. So, Bjorn, as you go in and destroy the eagle, they seek immediate retribution, and if the one that I activate, if it hits you, the other 2 turrets can also add their damage to that.
Oh my god. Dude, relax.
We don't like teamwork.
So I'll roll in chat so you can see. It's a D20.
Only we're
Buddy,
allowed
buddy,
to have
buddy, buddy,
teamwork.
buddy, something coming! Something's coming!
Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up! Two
Yay!
This massive beam of energy just completely melts the remains of the eagle-like remnant into slag, just like hot molten metal and everything, and it is just completely destroyed. And your fur on your shoulder there, Bjorn, is a bit singed as you swoop out of the way. But that is all I have. Oh no, because you gave me fear with the rolling with fear as well. So I can activate one more. So let me have another pot shot at you, my friend.
If you must.
Me try and
I
vaporize you, my
guess.
friend.
16? That'll do it, right?
For my evasion? Yeah, that
Yeah.
definitely hits. Me
Okay.
or wait? Who?
Isn't your vision like
who
7 or
targeted?
something?
This is at you.
My evasion is 9. My armor is 7.
Nice.
So yeah, you swoop out of the way of the first one, which just obliterates the remains of the eagle, but then the second one just punches into you, and you kind of like knocked into the sand and rock at the edge of the river there. As
I dodge the first one, I say, "Sweet, we dodged!" And then before I finish my sentence, I get hit by the other one.
yeah, so that is going to be concentrated fire from. We'll say it's the 2 that are on either side of the river nearest you. So the other one missed as it was like down from the bottom there.
jeez.
And that is going to be a total of 22.
Bigsby doesn't take this, right? It's just
No,
me.
it's just you. Yeah.
Because okay, good. 22 is my severe damage is 27 and up, so I think that's major, right? And major's 2 HP slots.
Yes.
So I have an ability that lets me mark any number of HP or armor slots that I want. You can mark. Oh no, it says you can mark an additional armor slot against incoming damage. So 1 extra. So if I mark 2, do I just take no HP damage?
Yeah, if it's major, yeah.
Okay, cool. So I mark 2 and I take no
Yeah,
HP.
'cause, yeah, in Daggerheart you can usually only mark 1 maximum, but if you have
Yes.
this special ability, then you are able to add 1 more.
Sweet. Cool. I mark 2. I take no HP. And
Okay.
I flavor that as like I turn to face the lasers as they're coming, so they don't hit Bigsby on my back.
Yeah, like wrap your wings around.
Yeah.
Okay, and I have no more fear to activate other friends with, so
Alas,
that's back to you.
alas, for our uncrispy skins.
Whoa. If none of us roll with fear ever again, it's just our turn over and over again.
No pressure.
That seems likely, right?
Topaz, how you doing down there in the river?
Topaz would like to get out of the river.
Make me an agility roll, please.
Okay. That's another crit.
Hell yeah.
Hey. Fantastic.
ABC always be critting.
I think the
I grab
impact.
some coffee. I'll be right back.
No worries. Yeah, the impact of the first turret laser against the eagle remnants like blasted it apart, and like one of the talons like flew into the water next to you. You grabbed it and used it like you like plunged it into the side of the barge and like pulled up on it. Haul yourself up out of the water. So put yourself on the barge there.
Okay, cool. I was gonna ask where I'm at.
Yeah, just immediately on the edge there. I'll say.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Should snap it to a box first. There we go.
And Yeah, I'm gonna take a stress to fire again at both of the turrets, or at 2 out of 3 of the turrets.
Yes, indeed. Like the ones ahead of the barge or behind?
Yeah, the ones ahead of the barge.
All right.
And
Yep. Sorry, go for it.
that is going to be 21 with hope.
Okay, that'll do it. So the number one there on the left side just is completely destroyed.
Okay.
And the other one takes severe damage, but hasn't been damaged so far. Now you do notice something very interesting. As the turret on the left side there is destroyed, there is another like intense, and it just goes off with this huge explosion, like it detonates. You don't think you would like to be too close to that when that happens.
Very much agree with that.
I have a question.
Yeah, mate.
Did anything happen to the drones that were summoned from the Eagle after the Eagle was turned to molten slag?
Afraid not. Sorry. No.
Okay. So, unless Topaz has anything else?
Nope. Go for
Okay.
it.
So, yeah, we've just collided.
Just pull on Bjorn's ears. This way.
We've just collided onto the beach.
Ratatouille.
You know, like just like grab hold of it and say, "Thanks, big guy." All right, round 2. And as we get up to take off again, probably, or whatever Bjorn wants to do, I'm gonna throw out another fireball because there's no limits on spellcasting, so I'm gonna fire out another one.
Infinite fireballs.
Terrifying.
As a joint turn, would you like us together to move somewhere on the map that is more beneficial?
I mean, where we are
Before you
right
roll.
now, I don't think it's going to
Okay.
make any difference.
Actually-
So we should be good. And I'm going to do what I did before. I'm going to aim it in between the two of them, the drones and the turret to the south.
You could do a tag team.
Yeah, how do we do that?
If you attack team, one of you has to spend 3 hope, and then you both roll the
Oh.
attack and use the highest.
Oh, well, I've got 6 hope, so I can spend 3 hope easily.
Sure, yeah, okay.
It's just once per session per player. So yeah, Bixby gonna do it once, but then Bjorn could do it again later.
Okay.
Okay. Hell yeah.
So you spend, so both make your attacks and use the
Like
highest
our
for
standard
both.
iconist attack roll, right?
For you.
Well,
Bjorn.
mine's
Yes,
a spell.
Bix's
Mine's a
is-
spellcast
yeah,
roll.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
You're gonna hate this, John, but I got 2 7s. That's a crit.
Okay,
Hell yeah.
it's all good.
Oh god.
So that is and this is against.
This is the drones and the turret to the south.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm firing it between them.
Well, let's put some flavor on this. How is this tag team happening first? So that's
I think if
We're trying to flavor a fireball, right?
well, how does Bjorn help this? You know, how does
Spicy?
adds to this danger, to this damage here?
I was gonna, like... This is so stupid, but I've been watching this anime called Wistoria Sword and Wand, where this guy who's a sword user in a world of magic users, his power is to attach magic to his sword. So I'm like, what if fireball
Just
hit
strap
my
Bixby to
sword?
your sword.
Exactly. What if fireball hit my sword? More sword?
I just rolled a crit, you don't want this fireball hitting you.
Fair.
A crit.
I think how Bjorn helps is by like doing aerial acrobatics to get us the fuck out of there before it explodes.
Just
Yeah,
turn the
I'll
entire world
say
into
that-
glass.
I'll say that doing the aerial acrobatics gives Bigsby time to charge it up, so it's like a charged
Okay.
shot.
Sweet.
To explain the crit.
And for our second Star Wars reference, it gives you the high ground.
It gives us the high ground. There we go. So both targets need to make a reaction roll. I don't know if a crit affects that at all or not. Probably not. But
No.
DC 13. It's gonna do it's the crit damage alone is sizable. So,
You said DC 13.
DC 13.
Difficulty 13. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, I'll do it in chat. The drones get 3.
Nice.
And the turret gets 12. So close.
Okay. So the damage roll was 24. The actual roll itself is 2d20 plus 5. So that would be 24 plus 45.
Mm-hmm.
Good lord.
So 69.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, okay, we're all adults.
Go
Nice.
figure. The bad's crit is 69.
Hey, I don't know what
Is
that
it-
means. I'm only 16 years old.
We also not finished because Bjorn's damage is also crit damage added onto that.
It is?
Yep.
Oh my god,
I
we
thought-
tag teamed it.
When you do a
I
tag
thought we
team
just took...
attack roll, you do both damage and both use the same
Oh,
roll.
okay. Sweet. So it's my max plus what I roll, right?
Yep.
Okay, so my max is 2d12, so that's plus 4, so that's
Well,
24 plus
when
4,
you-
28.
When you click to roll it, it'll be
Plus
with the
20.
plus 4.
Oh, okay. Then 24 plus 20.
Okay, so for that's
24.
100 and... Hang on, what was it? You said 69, right? So it's 70, yeah,
69.
73, and you said, so it's 113.
Let's go! I made a nuke.
if you double the severe threshold, that does an extra 1, so it goes from 3 to 4. What happens?
You quadruple it?
What happens if you quintuple it?
I guess it
More.
just goes up 2, right?
I
Maybe
think we
just
just won the
vaporized?
campaign, right?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
We
yeah.
went
Did we kill
Daggerheart,
God?
yay.
Yeah, both of those are completely obliterated.
Oof. Okay. That was fun.
My favorite JRPG trope is fist fighting God, and this is a close second.
This-
Doing enough damage to to cause structural damage to the game.
This poor drones, they came out from under the wings of the eagle and then did nothing.
Yeah. All they registered in their senses before being obliterated was Bigsby uttering some ancient language from the ancient ones. Omae wamo shindaru.
Whoa, dude, is that draconic?
A little drone, we snap into the drones like the Terminators read out, with the writing across the in the colored view of the scene here, and it just says thermal anomaly detected.
It says translating, and then it finally says you are already dead. It's like, wait, what?
Okay, who's next?
Does it matter what I rolled on my attack
No,
to
you,
hit?
you take the highest of the two.
Okay, cool, good.
It was with fear.
Yes, exactly. That's why I was like, teacher, do we have homework?
Thank you. Oh, also,
What's up?
no, so if you succeed with hope, then you both get the hope. But I think on a crit, yeah, you both get the hope, don't you? And clear a stress
Yeah,
if you want to.
Yeah. Get a hope,
Oh, cool.
clear a stress.
Yep.
Thank God.
And if you roll with fear, I get 1 fear per player involved.
Oh my God. High risk, high reward.
Don't
Fair
thank
enough,
God,
yes. Yeah.
Tybjorn. Thank Bigsby.
Oh my Bigsby.
In your religion.
Oh no, don't make
My
it weird.
hero. Why is it less weird to say, oh my God?
Oh, Phantom,
I'm 16.
as with the token here, these turrets
We're both 16,
are
dude.
on legs, so you can try and get out of the way.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I said when I first
How old is
described them.
Sibjord?
Oh, that was sorry.
I think we're all about the same age, and Bigsby's the only one who's established a character age, so I think we're all 16.
No,
If you're
Topaz is like
16, I'm so
28.
sorry.
Oh, okay, sorry, okay. So, I'm gonna say, for Bjorn's own backstory, he and Bigsby are childhood friends, so he's roughly same age.
Okay,
Aww.
sounds good.
I thought you're like twice as old. Okay. You're
Oh my
adjusting.
This is like me
You're
running,
Big Bear. You look
me
like you're
running around
not
Tokyo
16.
with Emma and Lily last week.
Yeah. Oh god, vibes, dude. I'm 34, but I have friends who just started undergrad, so they're fucking 18.
Maybe.
It feels weird. We don't hang out that much.
Do you want to know something else weird, Shiz?
What's up?
You're
What's
exactly between my eldest son and I.
Whoa.
Right in the middle. 14
I'm
years
your
either
eldest
way.
son now.
I think it's we should have more intergenerational friendships.
Yeah. So that's the future, baby.
How are you going to deal with this last remaining turret?
How's Topaz doing over there? Are they back on the boat?
Ah.
Never mind.
Yeah,
Did they get out of the water?
Just
Okay.
arms like over there. Just,
Okay, yeah, sorry, I went to give copy Will. While she's getting out. Okay. Well, I can't do anything because literally everything I have is close range, and even if I take a stress to go further, I still can't reach the turret up there.
Hey,
Does the boat
I
have a
tried to bring
cannon?
you a target with the eagle, but then it got wrecked. No, it does not.
I'm gonna shake my fist menacingly. Yeah, does the barge have any defenses?
No.
Hey,
Does
I'm
the
willing
captain
to
have a
take
gun?
another stress and then swap who's on my back if it helps you get some action.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, cool.
Is that what they mean when you say
I'll
I'll
support
be
you
your
guys.
wingman?
Yes, exactly.
I'll be your
And
wing
that's also
mushroom.
what they mean by get some action.
I'm military team with anybody who wants help, but other than that, I'm going to stand there. Somebody else can go.
I'm happy to keep firing, keep blasting.
Topaz, you gonna try? Yep.
I think, Marin, what we've learned is that we both need to get at least one ranged attack.
Yes. Yes. I cannot put the turret in a chokehold.
And you were so excited about getting that chokehold last level
I am
too.
still excited. I am still so excited.
I
for it to
love how you've
develop.
taken that in a campaign where it's all of the monsters are robots.
It doesn't say that.
Yeah,
you
robots
can't
with
choke out a
throats,
robot.
John. Come on.
Exactly.
True, very true. And you also,
What do you think the wires are?
you could get them in
Exactly.
chokehold and then use your bio implants to like just short circuit them.
Exactly. That's the plan.
So yes, Topaz, please.
19 with hope.
Okay, look.
Oh yeah.
And,
John's never gonna turn again.
I said, yeah, roll with some fucking fear sometimes.
Knock on wood,
please.
knock on wood, knock on
Jesus.
wood, knock on wood.
You get lots of fear from us on
Jesus.
Thursdays.
Yeah, Michael's gonna be. Can I port some of that
guaranteed
over?
19 tech damage to the turret.
19. Okay, that is severe. But the first damage is taken. Thank you. Still spotlight with you.
I might as well
okay.
follow up. I'll be kind. I'll make this not a fireball. We'll we'll just go for a witty retort attack from my Iconis, my
Are
witty
you taunting
retort.
the turret?
So aiming. That's 2 4s. What the fuck? I don't even.
Well,
I
did
don't
you
even
crit
fucking
again?
intend for that.
Today.
I need to take a picture. Holy shit. Okay. So it's not a fireball,
Oops,
at
all
least.
crits on this guy, right?
Let me just roll this. 2d10 plus 5 plus 16. 41?
What are you using?
My Iconis.
So what
It's
is
just 41 tech damage.
Okay, so yeah, that will take it out. What does it look like?
Yours is like a
It's
musket,
just-
right?
Well, it's like I originally styled it as like an electronic slingshot. It's like
Oh,
a little
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like a little hand cannon almost, like, because it changes. But yeah, like in its normal form, it's just like an electronic slingshot, like a big hunk of metal in his hand, and he just reels it back and.
That's really cool. I just realized, like, you're perpetually doing a David and Goliath.
Yeah.
Like,
Everything
no
is
matter
black.
what,
More or less.
you are the littlest guy, so you will always be doing David and Goliath.
Okay, so you just tears through the remnants there and just separates the turret section like from the legs, and like bowls them over, and like the legs are like up towards the sky, like and it is slowly coming to a halt as you leave it behind, and the barge passes on down the river as Bjorn and Bigsby swoop down and alight on the deck. And the ribbit captain's like, holy shit!
Whoa, were you guys like the heroes of the story or something? Damn.
It's like,
Main character energy.
That was so cool, but it was terrifying because I have a fear of heights. And that was really scary. But maybe I'm my best when I'm scared. I don't know. I didn't plan for that. That
People
was
just need
cool.
pressure to perform.
I was gonna add this little like flavor note that when we were kids, we used to do this all the time, like practice flying with you on my back, and we would always stay kind of low. And this is like our first time like using it in combat.
Is this
Yeah.
weird because he dropped you all the time?
Yeah, sure. I was also
Yeah,
thinking
I
like
had a lot of
how
bumps.
yeah. I was thinking like how Cyclops and Wolverine have their fastball special. Like this is like our fastball special,
A little bit.
our go-to combo.
okay, now the captain pulls up alongside some like rusted jetties like jutting out from the industrial size as the buildings build up higher and more around you here, and there's like rusted pipes like reaching over the river here to warehouses on the other side, and they're like, it's been a pleasure, and thank you for keeping me safe, but please disembark as quickly as possible. As you just like hear like clanks and like sounds like off in out of sight in the city, that clearly got them on edge. And as soon as you all jump off, they're like, thanks again, and just fire up the engine and down further down the river towards the.
My illusion is still
open
active on
water.
there, so there's still just an extra Cordelia chilling in the back. I think.
Oh,
Yet.
and we all hugged him as we left because we said we would.
He appreciates
In payment.
He's like, okay, cool.
it. Topaz,
Bye. I love you too.
how is your interface with Atlas showing you which way to go?
So basically, the Iconis from one of the like bangles on her wrist kind of like pops up this like little mini map projection. Okay, if anybody's seen The Mummy 2, it's kind of
Yes.
like the Bracelet of Anubis.
Yes. Hell yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Okay, you.
God, I'm gonna do like a Mummy rewatch now. Just that reference, like yes, 100%.
Yes.
You kind of look at Bigsby apologetically as the Iconis clearly shows that the Atlas main server and hub is at the top of one of these crumbling buildings. Like you all look up
Aw.
as you see like wires and like gantries and skywalks and things like through the crumbling skyscrapers of this place, and you realize that you need to climb. And I am
Not
starting
again.
I am starting a timer, a countdown. It's a 6 countdown, and if it ticks to 0, then you will have arrived. So, what would you like to do?
Last time we did a climb, you said that at some point, like at the halfway mark, I can just mark a stress and carry us up. Is that still true?
It's too far. It's too far.
Oh,
this time.
damn
You're going into the depths of the city here.
Okay, yeah. I guess like for flavor, I can't use my wings like indefinitely, or else that'd be broken.
You also you have to use you have to use action rolls to advance the timer as well. So
Can I roll to find an elevator?
yeah, definitely, of course.
Great.
Please crit on this. Please
Yeah,
crit on this.
give me an instinct roll, please.
Okay.
If this is like city wall, surely there is like a city gate or something.
I rolled
Ready?
22 with hope.
Holy shit.
I find 6 elevators in a row with nice little music playing in the background.
Okay. So yeah, you lead the way, and I think your knowledge of your home, this ancient skyscraper that you and Bjorn lived in, you're familiar with certain styles of architecture and things like that. Oh, this looks like it might be a lobby. And you do indeed find places, and it has that mystical half dome marking above with the arrow pointing to strange numerical markings, and you hopefully, just hoping beyond hope, push the button and channel some of your kind of biotech energy into it, and it goes bing and illuminates. And after a short wait, and you have to get Bjorn to like force the doors open as they kind of like half open, like there's just a diagonal like gap in the middle. But Bjorn
it's one of those really old timey like New York City elevators with like the graded doors that you had like slide. Yeah, exactly.
Those are great.
And you basically have like exposed walls as you're going up.
Yeah, it still has
Does it have,
soft saxophone music playing in the background.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does it
Yeah.
have
Go from
Motherboard
Ipanema.
music playing?
Yes.
The
she is. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
success with hope ticks the countdown down by 2.
Yay.
Oh yeah.
And the elevator takes you up to a higher floor in this building, and there are ways to get across and towards the destination, getting through to other buildings here. So, who's next?
Well, I need to face my fears one way or another. So, I'm gonna climb. And I'm going to reach into my nomadic pack because it's a thing I keep forgetting that I have as a Wanderborn. Once per session, I can spend a hope to reach into this pack and pull out a mundane item that's useful to your situation.
Okay.
So I pull out some climbing gloves that just happen to be my size.
Your hands are already sticky? I thought you had like sticky pads.
These are slightly more adhesive than my hands.
Do they stick to your hands as well?
I'm gonna say-
You get them off.
I would say, like Cordelia's, I think the role, however you're aiming to do this, has to benefit everyone, for everyone to get to the location.
Okay.
People with
So-
4 pairs of adhesive gloves.
How is that
Yeah.
gonna help out?
Do you have an entire climbing kit?
Or could you climb up and like
Um,
attach something?
Yeah. Yeah, it's more like something I can combine with my 50 feet of hempen rope that every standard adventurer has in a TTRPG.
In every single
like-
game.
Do
Like
you?
a grappling hook, maybe.
Okay.
Because I do have 50 feet of rope. So
Okay. So yeah, please make me your roll. What are you intending to use here? Agility?
agility's +0. I have +1 in finesse. I have -1 in strength. Yeah, let's just do agility.
No, it's okay. I'll say you can, because you've used the gloves from your pack and you've used that ability there, that will let you do the climb, and so you can make the finesse roll to set up the grappling hook properly to help the others.
Okay. Perfect. All right. So wait. So is that 2 rolls then?
No, so the climb is
Okay.
okay. So you will use
Okay,
finesse
climb is okay.
for the whole action.
Perfect. All right. That is not bad. 22 with hope.
Okay. So that takes it down by a further 2.
I'm just like, come on, one at a time, one at a time. Yeah, yeah. I'm really good at this. I thought I was terrible, but apparently I'm good.
You climb up to where like a jagged girder of steel is like jutting out from the wall and twisted, and you manage to attach your rope, and then the others one by one use that to swing across to the adjacent building, which has a big gouged hole on the side.
Hell yeah.
Okay. And then you get Bjorn to hold it on that side of things, and then it's like swing down from the other end of the rope.
Yeah, I'm struggling to
impact
think.
impact against like plate glass windows, like.
Because I'm not going to attempt the sound. Just imagine Bigsby doing the Tarzan noise.
But like an octave up.
I think I've got it in here somewhere. Hang on. Where is it?
It's like the
Wilhelm
Wilhelm scream,
scream.
but confident. Jinx. Idea jinx.
I'll save that for free fall. Okay. Who's next? Bjorn? Topaz? What you do?
I'm struggling to think of how I can help. Like narratively, like story-wise. So I'm open to ideas.
Using my experience of teamwork makes the dream work. Like working together to like spot each other, making sure we're all able to get up the hike together and not like leaving anybody behind.
Sounds good. Give me a finesse or presence roll and spend the hope to add your plus to that.
Okay. Oh, bless you. Spouse sneezed in the other room.
I was gonna say.
Bless you.
Did Atlas sneeze?
Shrugged. Wait.
That's a sequel to Atlas Shrugged.
So I'm going to make this a presence roll, which is 21 with hope.
Ooh.
Like I said, fear is also a fucking option. Jesus
You guys
Christ.
are rolling so good. I'm glad I'm going last because I would definitely fuck it up.
Okay.
I'm so unlucky with these rolls.
A success with hope ticks it down by the remaining 2. So with Topaz's guidance, using the digital display map and their leadership and their knowledge of Atlas, and encouraging you all to get towards your goal here, you do finally clamber up. You get this amazing view out across the overgrown city of Germanium Valley here, and you can see all of these jagged, like broken teeth, like skyscrapers coming up out of. Because there's more. Like I said, the industrial pollution here kind of messed up the forest, so it hasn't reclaimed it as much as where Cordelia and Bjorn lived, and so you can see like more of the ruined buildings than you could before in our previous like urban environment, and you see ahead of you a large, squat, squared off building with just one of the like points of one of the corners just destroyed and vegetation like emerging from it. But you do see a familiar logo, that of Atlas, on the outside of the building, and
Whoa.
the building you're in, it's like the top part of it was like snapped off almost, and it's like it's fallen down and then wedged between the two buildings. So you kind of slowly clamber across through the kind of like tunnel-like bridge that's left, and over into the Atlas building. And as you climb down into the ruined corridors and rooms of the old building here, what kind of rooms do you think surrounded where the server was? Is it R&D, or is it offices, or which part of the building are we in here?
I feel like offices.
Offices,
Makes the
cooling
most sense.
chambers.
Okay.
Yeah. There's
Again,
a really mystical place. It's called a janitor closet.
you do see like strange like flickers of light and occasional little showers of sparks as you make your way into the building here. So there's definitely some power involved, and you look down the corridor ahead of you, and you can see a sign which Bjorn, as we discovered last time, interfacing with the hub in Geode, you became fully aware of the archaic code that was being used. You're muted, mate.
Yes, and we rephrased one of my experiences to be reversed in scripture.
Yes.
So I think that just means I can read both motherboard and Atlas code.
Yes.
So can I read this?
Yes, you see signage for the server complex.
Okay, sweet.
And
I
you
informed the party that this is the server complex. Well,
You-
whatever that means.
lead the way, and the surroundings channel you through the building towards like a chamber that's clearly, you know, like just from your spatial awareness, it's in like the dead center of the building, and there's like these offices are wrapped all the way around it, and you make your way through, and there's actually a pocket of open space around a central tower that kind of goes up, but you actually see I say a central tower, but you actually see like this server room is suspended in this open space in the middle of the building, and you kind of like peer over the edge, and you just see this drop down.
Oh, it's a chasm.
And then,
John, I gotta commend you. This is really good imagery. Like, I don't know if you're reading off something, but like you're doing I'm seeing this in my head. This is really good.
thank you. Good. The walkway across is, you know, damaged and broken in places, but intact and still holding the server block aloft in the in this open space, and you can see that up above it's closed to the sky, and you make your way forward, and Topaz, you feel a bit of a kind of lurch in your stomach as you see the thick reinforced doors of the server block like suspended in the center of this open space, twisted, despite its like, you know, sturdy metallic structure, twisted and hanging off hinges.
We could do that.
Can I roll investigation from my experiences to just kind of vibe check if we are in danger?
I think, yeah, so it's a bit instinct with your investigation experience.
Okay.
You still got the hope for that, yeah?
Yes, I have plenty of hope. Hey, John,
John
you
wouldn't
wanted
put us in
it.
danger. That's wild.
How'd you go?
That is 20 with fear.
Okay. Still a success. Could you mark a stress, please? As
Sure.
We'd love to hear it.
Your nerves just spike as you see something has happened to the server room here, and you're just terrified that you're too late. But you successfully ascertain that there is nothing in sight. You don't hear any sound or anything, and the remnants are not particularly stealthy, it seems, in your experiences so far. You all
Wait,
make
so
your way.
we do hear remnants?
No, she's
Okay.
successfully heard. There's nothing dangerous ahead of you.
Ah, gotcha.
All of you, kind of like looking to either side, make your way across the gantry and the walkway there to the twisted door, and inside there is like a strange kind of like electric blue glow. And as you get up to where the door is, you see that's coming from screens that are flickering on and off. And all around you, there are just banks of machines and screens and interfaces and, like storage drive blocks. But all of your eyes are drawn beyond that down towards the end of the room from the main entrance that you stand at, as suspended against the far wall with wires and cables holding them aloft, there are 3 human-looking heads, like mannequin-like heads. And let me show you a picture.
You want to see this?
Gigantic, like hanging, and there's one gigantic one in the middle.
Okay, so not like actual heads that are wired into anything. Okay,
Like-
I was gonna say, like, this is very dark suddenly.
And yeah, one of them is like there's a really large one in the middle, and Bjorn, you can see in ancient code written across a data panel below it. It says vigilance, and then there are 2 smaller heads to the left and right. One says defense and one says offense. And I can't drop it into the into anything here, but I'll show it on Twitch on the other overlay. Yeah. Sorry, it's a bit off-center.
Oh god. Why is it giving me Akira vibes?
Oh, those like baby heads. It's like Aang from Avatar: Last Airbender, but
Oh, it's
it
very
looks like creepy. I love it.
And again, you see that same
Yeah,
kind of
it is.
Atlas-like structure below it. And the Topaz and Bjorn, both of you immediately think of the trifold voice that you've heard. And you see these three heads ahead of you that represent the different faces of Atlas. And you also see a large data array, which is clearly the main access and terminal for whatever this is. And there are gaping holes and trailing wires where data cores have been ripped out and removed. And you, standing there, just looking up at these unsettling servers for Atlas. And Bigsby, being the curious little guy you are, your eyes drawn by like a flickering panel. And there is a display that's just blinking on and off, like it's trying to get your attention almost. And even written in old code, you still recognize some of the markings, and some of it's like people who understand Chinese can read Japanese kanji for things, because they get what the meaning is. And you see that it's just blinking, incoming threat alert, and you kind of curiously just kind of like push, if you don't mind me like taking over a sec here, you kind of out of curiosity just kind of like push the button that's blinking alongside it, and text starts across the page, and a little mesh speaker to the side like crackles into life, and you hear a familiar voice. Our remnant! It's out of control! We can't stop it! It's getting faster and faster. Anyone, please, anyone. As you hear your father's voice sending out an SOS from wherever your village is. And that is where we'll stop for today.
John, you monster.
Not my
How
papa.
could you do this?
God damn it.
Well,
So, you have arrived at Atlas's central core server, but you are not the first to arrive, I'm afraid.
Grave robbers.
Let us return next time and discover if we can find any clues as to where these data cores have been taken and what to do about this SOS from Bixby's home, sweet home. I hope they're you know Bixby from what your father was saying there. If it is like out of control and just careering across the Echo Vale, you are going to need something to catch it.
Gonna need a really big net.
This is like
Catch
the
up
remnant
with
the
it,
city
is
is
what I
built
meant to
upon.
say. Yes, his village is on the back of an alligator like remnant.
Woof. Damn, dude.
So you will dive into that next time. And thank you so much to everyone joining us today. It's nice to have you all in chat. I hope you've enjoyed. And thank you for the support and the big old raid from our friend Rob. Cheers, Rob. I hope you're sound asleep now. Yeah, we're going to wrap up there. Thank you all so much. But do come back and join us next time to see what happens here in the Echo Vale. And if you are able, join us before that on Wednesday for more D&D in the Vales of Vecna. As we continue on that, they have achieved their goal in obtaining the Stone of Galore. But it's an interesting find. Interesting find. Okay.
Wait, why is it interesting? Wait, John, don't leave us on the hook.
Yeah, the telepathic thing it said into Cricket's brain.
Well, yeah, but I also meant that as like a cliffhanger for the audience who haven't seen it.
My bad.
No. Like, oh, thank you.
Okay, so thank you everybody. Let us return the favor from Rob there and continue that raid forward. And let's see who's on at the moment. Okay. Our buddies and good fellow streamers and supporters of the channel over at Trollord Games are streaming, so let's go and see what Chuck's up to over there. Massive thank you, everybody. Absolute pleasure as always. Look forward to seeing you next week. If you would like, you can check out all of these lovely folks and what they're doing in other places when they're not here. For example, Bjorn, what you up to?
I'm not doing anything anywhere except on this channel, Wednesdays and Fridays.
Thank you so much. See you then. Topaz.
See you then.
I'm here on Fridays, and you can also find me around on QuestJunkies.
Thank you. Cordelia.
hello, I'm here on Fridays as Cordelia the Mushroom Girl. I'm here on Wednesdays as Cricket, who just got a message to her brain from a stone. She's gonna be fine.
Alive. Bring me home.
It's always really good. Yeah, so hopefully see you guys on Wednesdays as well.
And Bixby. Muted.
You're muted. You're muted, Patch.
God
You're so
damn it,
animated,
I
but
had
you're
one
muted.
job. That was the best intro I've ever done. You would have never heard an intro as good as that. Or should I say outro? Hi, I'm Patsy, I'm a humble dungeon master from a little place called QuestJunkies. You can see me there all the time because it's my little place. But you can see me here every Wednesday and every Friday playing two very distinctly different characters because I got range, okay? And that's me.
Thank
Caster and not caster.
So, if you would like to see what we're up to, which is lots of D&D and other TTRPGs, you can head into the Discord and get news there before it's anywhere else. upcoming news on fun that we're going to be having over the summer months with a certain new book that's coming out. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And if you want to see what's been going on in the past as opposed to the future, you can head on over to YouTube and check out all of the cool VODs of our fun campaigns and excellent one-shots, including the fabulous Robert Hartley on several occasions. Thank you for all of the support today. And we are going to head off, as I said, raiding to our friends at Trollog Games. So if you can, please stick around for that. And until next time, stick around for the raid if you've got them. Let those phoenixes fly. But till next time, as we say around these parts, Oizumi nasai. Oizumi!
Oizumi.
Yes.
Oizumi.
Oizumi.